Our firm has been experiencing significant growth over the past years, and this is why we need more people. But we're not happy to just have numbers. We need to have the best in our fold. And this is why we believe so much in our internship program, and we consider it to be fundamental for the achievement of our objectives. On our part, we commit to offer our interns an excellent experience, which first and foremost helps them in their studies, but also gives them invaluable experience on their workplace. This is why we believe so much in our internship program, and why we invest so heavily in it year after year.
I am a second-year BCom student, and I have joined the GT family basically because I believe that the way that the contract is renewed from one year to another is much more beneficial for one to take. I believe that it is a way that you are showing responsibility, since you are not going to take this internship program for granted. When you join the GT family, you are not simply getting employed, but you are actually joining a team who is actually willing to take on your ideas and not simply being there present and just be one of the many employees which the company employs. As a working experience within the firm, I believe that it is actually very much beneficial, since you are going to take hands-on experience which is required actually in this field, and therefore you are able to develop yourself personally and professionally.
It has been a little over 3 years since I signed an ACCA contract with Grant Thornton and commenced employment. I have recently completed all of my ACCA exams and became a fully qualified accountant. One of the main reasons I chose this path for myself was because I knew that accounting was a subject that I was really interested in, and also many of my friends and colleagues had highly recommended the course for me. During the past 3 years, I had my own ups and downs. I had failed an exam, and I had also skipped an exam session due to personal reasons. But on any of the occasions have I ever received negative feedback from my colleagues and management. And I can assure you that if you decide to join Grant Thornton, you would find yourself in a very friendly and supportive community.
The first benefit which arose from being an intern at Grant Thornton was that I was continuously receiving training exercises about certain departments within the company. For example, auditing and taxation, or other departments within the company. This is knowledge I will be using in the rest of my life as an accountant. Another benefit which arose from being an intern is that it was during flexible hours. I could have a couple of hours free in between lessons, leave university, come work for a bit, and then go back to university to continue my lectures. A third benefit was that I was gaining experience from an internship, whilst also getting paid and studying in the course of study I was in. To be able to do all these three together was very beneficial for myself, as without the source of income from Grant Thornton, I would not be able to gain the experience of an internship. Lastly, I would like to recommend this experience to anyone who is seeking to become an accountant, as the benefits and knowledge I have gained from this experience I would not change for anything.
I'm an ACCA student and I have just completed my 7th exam. I chose ACCA over university because of the fact that I always wanted to work and study at the same time, because you will apply what you learn in the lecture on the day-to-day job, and also you will work on real-life clients, which I think is very helpful to all the students. Overall, Grant Thornton has always given me the support that I needed in terms of study leave, and also helping me whenever I needed material for my ACCA. My short-term goals with Grant Thornton is to achieve my ACCA qualification, which I think is possible, and also in the long run I want to be able to communicate better in teams and also improve my communication skills. Overall, I would recommend Grant Thornton to all students, because they are not only there to help you grow in the professional career, but also they act as a second family.
I'm a second-year BCom student at the University of Malta. I signed with Grant Thornton about 2 years ago, and since then the experience has been very great. The training provided to us each and every week has been very constant, and this is provided with different employees within Grant Thornton. In this way, we are able to integrate ourselves in different departments that Grant Thornton has. At the end of our internships, we have an evaluation that is provided to us by the HR department, and this involves students giving feedback back to the employees to provide aspects that can be improved in the next internships.
I am an ACCA fully qualified accountant and have been working with Grant Thornton for 3.5 years. I decided to choose ACCA for several reasons. The first being that you are able to perform the exams at your own pace. In my case, I started ACCA back in August 2017 when I joined Grant Thornton. I completed all 13 exams within 2.5 years in April 2020. Within those 2.5 years, I had also gained hands-on work experience, which personally I believe is one of the best benefits of ACCA. You would be practicing what you're studying in the working practice, and also vice versa. You would also be learning new things during work and applying them to your studies. Grant Thornton has made it possible for us to work and study at the same time. During the first 9 exams, you would be working on a part-time basis for 20 hours per week and attending lectures in the evening, usually from 6 p.m. till 9 p.m., which will leave plenty of hours in between to study. During the final 4 exams, you would then start working on a full-time basis. And from my experience, I can assure that it is quite manageable because you would have already gotten used to working and studying at the same time. I have managed to maintain a social life, work, study, and practice what I love most at the same time. Therefore, I can assure you that you will manage as well. Grant Thornton has supported me every step of the way throughout my ACCA experience, and therefore I can say that they have helped me achieve what I have dreamed about my whole life.
I am an economics graduate and I am in my last stage of completing my ACCA qualification. I have been working at Grant Thornton since my first year at university, and halfway through my first year I decided that I wanted to pursue a degree in economics rather than in accounts, while still also doing my ACCA qualification. The Grant Thornton team were extremely supportive and helpful, and they immediately offered me a place with the economics team rather than with the accounts team. And they were also very helpful with providing me with the necessary resources, with the right amount of study leave to further my studies and to achieve what I wanted to achieve. And next year I will be pursuing a master's degree in London at the London School of Economics. And when I told the Grant Thornton team, they were extremely supportive and they immediately encouraged me to do so. And they also offered me a place when I get back from my master's.